Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassie.
Let's run away.
Okay, so in today's video is going to be all about the Love Island casting process. I've had loads of people ask me on Instagram to explain how I got onto Love Island, what the casting process was like, and any tips that you might want if you are wanting to apply for the next Love Island, which I would highly recommend anyone to do because it's such a great experience. You meet loads of people, you might even meet the man of your dreams, and it's just a great all-round experience. And I feel like if you want to find love and that's what you want to do, then you should definitely get onto applying. And I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks to do so. How Love Island Season 2 came about is basically I was going to apply for Love Island Season 1. However, when I came around to doing my application, it was like July or something. So by the time I'd sent it all in, the season had already begun and it was too late to still send people in. So one of the casting directors actually messaged me this year and was like, hey, I saw that you applied for Season 1 of Love Island. It was actually too late in the process for you to come in, but we'd love you to apply for Season 2. So then she sent me a link to the application form, and so I was like, oh, I was a bit apprehensive. I didn't really know whether I wanted to do it again, but hey, I was single and I was like, who knows, you know, it might be a good experience. I just thought, why not? I might as well just go for it. So I just bit the bullet and went for it, and I followed the link and started the application process. The first thing you're gonna see, so this is gonna be still for this season, but obviously it's gonna be the same for every season. So this is the first page, and it's just all about your information, name, address, all that kind of stuff. So just fill that all in, and then it saves it and it goes to next. And the first question is, who would you like to date on this series of Love Island? So this is how they're gonna really get a gauge for what you kind of go for, the kind of looks you go for, personality type, humor, all that kind of stuff. So I think for my one, I put Josh from last season because he just seems really genuine, really sweet. As the season went on, I could just see his humor come out, and I thought he was really nice, like banter, good looking, didn't take himself too seriously. I wasn't too full of himself, like he wasn't cocky or anything. So really think about the kind of guy you'd go for from this year. And then it's like, in 50 words or fewer, please write a dating profile for yourself. For mine, I was basically saying how random I am. I was like, I'm pretty out there, like, I know what I want, I'm gonna go for it, like, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I'm looking for a guy that can, like, complement that, someone with banter, someone funny. I just keep going on about how random I am. I said I was like a Roundtree's fruit random, which is like these little bugs you get and you chew on them and you don't know what flavor's gonna come out. So it's good to kind of like throw some puns in there and like just some funny stuff. Don't be too serious about that. And then it's asking you for like your hobbies and interests. So obviously they're gonna try and match this up with another guy's hobbies or interests. So for me, my hobbies are like music, festivals, I love health and fitness, I'm really into that. I'm into yoga, meditation. So, you know, they need to see what you're into and what kind of stuff you do in your everyday life. And then you've got to describe your ideal partner, including what they must have and any deal breakers. Now, my deal breakers are kind of funny because I was like, a shaved head is a deal breaker. And then Luke obviously had to shave his head in the show, and I was like, ah, what are you doing? So that wasn't cool. And then cheating and lies are obviously most people's deal breaker. So that was another one. Things they must have is confidence and assurance in who they are and knowing what they want. And so that's why I think on the show, me and Luke worked really well because he just came in and was like, I want you. And so that was really like good for me to see because I was like, he knows what he wants. And then I need someone with good banter so that they keep you kind of excited and you can like go back and forth bantering with each other. I do like tattoos, that's the kind of stuff you can write there as well. And they just need to be really loyal and kind-natured and all that kind of stuff. So really go into detail in that. Tell us why someone would want to date you. Now, you really got to sell yourself. This is so important in people seeing who you are and what you have to bring to the show, what you have to offer in terms of a date, why the guys are going to come in and fall head over heels with you. So for mine, I'm just a real girl, you know, I'm natural, I don't try and be anything I'm not, I don't pretend to be anything I'm not. I love to have fun, I love being silly, I love being random, I love adventure, all that kind of stuff. So really go into detail here. How long have you been single for? Obviously, as everyone knows, you have to be single in order to go on the show. So if you're not single, please do not apply. We do not need another grant situation. And yeah, just be real, how long you've been single for. Me, it was like a year and a half. Give us a brief description of your dating history. So mine obviously took me a little while to write down since I've had a few boyfriends, but yeah, just be really honest and open, and you know, if you've had bad experiences, write them down, good experiences, write them down. Just want to get a gauge of the kind of relationships you've had, why they worked, why they didn't, what you're looking for, if they can match anyone to that or against that, and so forth. Married, engaged, children, all the usual stuff. Why should we choose you for Love Island? Now, you gotta really go for it in this question. It's like, these are your moments to tell the producers why you'd be a great participant on the show. For me, I was like, I'm a real honest person. What you see is what you get. I'm super genuine, so I'm actually looking for a real connection, and like, I struggle to meet Australian guys in my everyday life. And so if I was in the show and I got to meet Australians and I was like, I'd really give it a good crack, like, I'm ready to settle down, I'm not afraid to go for what I want, I want to make, you know, good girlfriends, good guy friends, and I really want to find a partner, and I'm not afraid to go for it. I'm not afraid to get involved in controversy, I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I will really give it a red hot crack, and I feel like I did that on the show. So just because it didn't work out doesn't mean I didn't give it a good go, and you know, I'm glad. Then it asks you if there's a secret crush that you would want in the show. So if you know someone that you'd want in there, definitely put him in. Have you applied for other TV shows? So for me, I had to write The Bachelor here because I was in the process of doing that. Are you currently an employee? Blah, blah, blah. These are just more about your work and stuff like that. So that's basically it for the description. Just really go for it. Really tell them what you have to offer. Tell them what you're looking for. Tell them why you're fun, and have a point of difference. If I can give you any advice, it's to just be different, be unique, and be yourself, because they don't want the same person 12 times. They're going to want people that are different. So for me, I was like, I'm edgy, I have tattoos, I'm spiritual, I'm open-minded, I say it how it is. For me, I didn't really have a sexual preference, so that was good. I'm just a little bit different, you know, I've got mixed heritage. I speak my mind, I'm true to who I am, all that kind of stuff. So you really need to sell yourself, and just be honest, and you know, just write how you feel. Don't hold back on this. Honestly, do not hold back. Tell the truth, because lies will always catch up with you. And yeah, just be really transparent and really open and really funny. Get some puns, Google some puns, put them in there, make yourself funny. Look at what Adam did, you know, you can do it. And then the final step is a photo upload, and I'm pretty sure it was just one. You could choose one photo of your face, and then a full-length photo. So just get a friend to do a full-length photo of you. If you've got modeling shots from the past, if you've got full-length photos from your Instagram, put them in there. And then you just need to do all your handles for like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and so on and so forth. So that's the first stage, and that was all good. And then the next stage is I received an email, and it was like, hey, we loved your application. We'd love it if you could complete a video. Now, this video is so funny. I might include a little clip of the video for you guys, maybe just a little bit of it, just because I find it funny. It's a little bit cringe, but who cares? I was literally like, I'm just gonna do it in one take. I don't wanna keep redoing it, because then it's gonna get more and more fake. I'd rather just do it straight away. I didn't really think too much about it. We had a bunch of questions that we had to answer, like, why do people fall in love with you? Like, what makes you different from other people? What kind of guys are you looking for? So you just kind of got to think about those questions and answer them in the best way possible. I rambled in mine. It was a 3-minute video, and I'm not going to lie, mine was like 5 minutes because I had so much to say. And you know, make sure you look cute. I didn't look all that, like I didn't have that much makeup on. I just had a sports bar on, I think a Calvin Klein one or something. And it was super chill. You just had to hold your phone up like that in landscape mode and record the video. So I'll just show you quickly what mine looked like. Hi guys, my name is Cassie. I'm 26 years old, and I'm your saucy single from Sydney. Oh god, I can't take myself seriously. Anyway, so I am from Sydney, but I've been living here 6 years, and I moved here from London, as you can tell from the accent. So don't worry, there'll be plenty of London banter that I can bring to the house. But yeah, so when it comes to my personality, I'd say, like, I've been told by a lot of guys that like I have like an infectious personality, and that's why like I think guys like kind of fall for me a little bit easily. Like, I wouldn't say easily, but like, you know, I'll be seeing a guy and then like they kind of just get really attached kind of quickly, and it can be a good thing and a bad thing. But I think I'm just like, I'm really chilled, and like when I'm talking to people, like I think they kind of can feel like they know me a little bit, because like, I don't know, I'm just a really good listener, and I could talk for ages. Like, I'd literally talk to the door if I had to, because I don't like being bored. Once you're done with this video, you send it off, and then so you send your video off, and then if you make it through the next stage, you get another email, and it's basically an email inviting you to the auditions in your particular state. So for me, it was the Sydney auditions. Now, these auditions were hilarious. So basically, turned up on the day, and we got picked up at Fox Studios, and straight away they were like, you can't talk to any of the girls. So we were all in like different rooms waiting, and like me and Cartier were actually in the same audition room, and we were next to each other, and we kept chatting, and they were like, girls, you can't talk, and we were like, pfft, like little schoolgirls in the corner, but like we got on so well, and I was like, mate, if she's in there, I'm happy. So that was that. You fill out some forms and so forth, and then you have your first interview, and it's literally just a chat with one of the producers, so they can gauge your personality, and they're writing things down, asking you about you, what you like, your personality, why you're fun, why you should be on the show. Think back to your application and just really amp it up, really be confident. My biggest tip for you is to not appear nervous. Even if you are, if your hands start to shake, do something else that like will counteract that shaking. So like for me, my lips start to shake. So when I feel like my lips are shaking, I start tapping my foot so that they can't see your feet because you're obviously sitting down. And then it like kind of draws away from my lip shaking, and I just speak loudly, and I act like I'm the most outgoing person in the room, because you really have to sell yourself, and just be funny and get on with them. Ask them questions about themselves, about the show, don't hold back. And then if you get through, they write like a little letter, I think, on the back of your application. And then, a few of you then make it to the next round, and so you have to do a bit more waiting around. And then the next round is a filmed interview with more of the producers. And this is a lot more in depth about who you are and your personality, why you've had failed relationships, what you're looking for, why you'd be good, your perfect man, any hidden talents. Like I did the splits in mine, I didn't care, I was like, fuck it, I am who I am, hello, this is me. And just, be funny and be really relatable and really nice, obviously. And then after that, if you get through to the next round, you've got to like take your makeup off and do bikini shots. So be prepared for this, get spray tan, do whatever you can, eat really well before. I know about a month before I was like really working out hard, eating well, just to get into a good mindset, do whatever you can to feel good about yourself, so that will show through. Like your confidence and how you're feeling will show through your body and how you're looking. And if you radiate confidence, they're going to sense that, and they're going to be like, yes, this girl's amazing. It doesn't matter what you look like, as long as you feel confident, they're going to love you. So that was that. And then after that, we got sent home, and they were like, look, if we like you, we'll email you if you've been shortlisted. So then, a few weeks later, I was actually in Bali on a holiday, and I got an email like, you've been shortlisted. And we had to do a bunch of like blood tests and like a medical. We had to do a lot more psych forms and police check and things like that. So that was the next stage, and then that was all sent off. I rushed home from Bali and did it straight away because I was a bit late, to be honest. So I was away for 2 weeks. I came back, did that really quickly, and then they were like, we'll get back to you on this specific date. It all happened very, very quickly for me. I didn't really have time to really like break everything down and like figure out how I was feeling, but nonetheless, it was freaking exciting, and I was overwhelmed, and I just got my shit together like for the first week. Had to get everything ready really, really, really quickly, flew to Fiji, and that was that. And it was honestly the most insane experience of my life, and even though there were so many highs and so many lows, it was just overall such a good experience, and I learned so much about myself. I learned what I really need in a relationship. I would highly recommend to any of you who want to apply, do it. Be confident, be yourself. Don't feel like you need to be anyone else, because I really struggled in there, I'm not going to lie, with like, the typical beauty and like how other girls were looking in their bodies, and like, I didn't feel pretty some days. And what I've realized is that everyone's different and everyone's unique. People love you for you and who you are on the inside as a person. And if you're different, or if you've got your little bit of uniqueness to you and you've got an edge, it's good. It honestly is good. Like there was no one in there like me, from what they were saying on the promos, because I was, more natural, edgy. They didn't have that. So it's good to have something different about yourself. So don't ever feel like you need to fit a particular mold to get into the show, because you really don't. It's honestly just showcasing diversity, and I feel like every year they're going to get more and more and more diverse. And I think it's just an amazing opportunity. So I would really highly recommend, when it comes down to applying, that you guys all apply. And hopefully you can use this video as some tips and tricks for how to get on the show. Hope you enjoyed this video. There's going to be lots more videos coming. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.